$1.7 trillion package coming this week. I have all the details and what you need to know right here in the video, so let's get right into it. All right, yes, it is true. Lawmakers are currently working on a $1.7 trillion package that they fully anticipate to pass this week. That's what I want to talk about here in this video, and I also do want to answer some questions that I've seen down below in the comment section over the last few days here in regards to this $1.7 trillion Congress is currently working on. So let's get right into it and discuss all the details. However, really fast before we do, thank you so much for joining me. If you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, please make sure to subscribe by hitting the button right down below the video, as it's totally free to do so, and because I am your one and only daily advocate, I'm here for you right by your side each and every day, watching all this new information hitting the wire, doing the necessary research, and breaking it all down into these short videos so you can stay updated with what's actually going on, and most importantly, how it's going to impact you, your money, your benefits, your lifestyle, your bank account, and of course, anything popping up right now, you can possibly grab and or take advantage of. There's a lot going on right now. Things are changing rapidly, and I'm here for you in any way that I can be, as that's my dedication, that's my commitment, and as always, that is my promise to you and everybody right here in the community. So again, thanks so much for joining me. Please subscribe down below, and let's get into it and talk about the $1.7 trillion Congress is currently working on, and what are their plans for this money, and what does this bill actually have in it for us, the American people. Which also, by the way, thank you so much for sharing these videos. I really do appreciate it. Again, I just want to do whatever I can to help everybody here in the community, and of course, those people out there that have not discovered this community yet. Again, I am very much dedicated to all of you, and I truly want to help you out. All right, so I want to talk about this $1.7 trillion, and again, what is the plan with Congress? And then I also do want to answer the questions that I've seen down below so many times here over the last week and a half or so, as I've mentioned this before in other videos. But again, Congress is back at it, and they fully intend to pass this massive bill, $1.7 trillion this week. First off, would you have a problem spending $1.7 trillion? I'm going to say this much. We would probably have a problem spending it, because that is so much money. Honestly, I don't even know what you could buy for that. I mean, you could buy like a state. I mean, seriously, let's be real right now, right? You could buy like a lot of stuff with that. You could probably buy a couple states. I mean, seriously, that is a ton of money, right? Which, by the way, one quick side note here. Remember back in early 2021, the American Rescue Plan, that alone, the last stimulus package that contained the $1,400 stimulus checks, that was $1.7 trillion. And you saw the stuff with that, right? So yeah, this is the same as in dollar amount that I mean. It's not a stimulus package, but I'm just saying, I'm just going to compare the $1.7 trillion just to kind of put it into perspective and to show you how much it actually was, right? So yeah, a lot of money we're talking here. All right, so here's what it comes down to. Congress is fully anticipating to pass this $1.7 trillion package, and here's what it is. It's the 2023 federal fiscal budget for the fiscal year of 2023. Now, here's the thing. The 2023 fiscal year began on October 1st. However, here we are all these months later, and Congress is finally working on a long-term deal for the federal government, as in funding through the end of September 2023, because that is the end of the fiscal year. So that is what they're currently working on right now, which encompasses this $1.7 trillion. Now, we've also seen a lot of different remarks out of Congress, as in different lawmakers, that they want to add different things into this. For example, now again, this is just something that they've talked about and something that they've actually considered on a pretty serious basis, is once again adding into, permanently by the way, the child tax credit payments. Again, the advanced payments that we saw in the second half of 2021, they wanted to add these right into the bill here, and these would be permanent, by the way. Now, again, as of right now, it has not technically been added in there, but this is one of the examples that they wanted to add into it, as in the advanced ongoing monthly checks for about 38 million households that would be going out. And again, just like 2021, the average household was getting $422 every single month as a result of those advanced payments. By the way, they want to make it permanent. So this is something that they're currently talking about. But here's one more little kicker that I want to throw out there as well. They're thinking about adding a work requirement. Now again, don't be upset with me. That's not what I'm saying. That is what they are suggesting, is adding a work requirement, requiring at least one of the parents to work at least part-time. So anyway, that's just one of the things they're throwing out there. But again, I wanted to give this as a quick example just to show you some of the things that they're currently working on and what they may want to add into this $1.7 trillion. Now, again, what I want to do want to answer for you from what I've seen down below in the comment section is I've seen a couple of comments a couple days ago where a few people reached out and said, why aren't you talking about the stimulus check added into this package? Okay, I'm going to say this much. I'm not sure where that's coming from, but there's not a stimulus check in this package, okay? There's not. It's just, there's not. Not in this package anyway, okay? So I'm not sure where that information came from. I'm not sure who's suggesting that, but I can tell you this much. There is not a stimulus check in this next package. It is the 2023 federal budget. This should have been done way back in the end of September, but again, good old Congress, they, really good at delaying virtually everything. And as a result of that, they have waited all the way out all of these months later. And they're just doing this work now that they should have done way back in September. But they were on vacation. How could I forget? Oh, yeah. They were hanging out on a beach, laying out at the pool, whatever they were doing on their little vacation there. But it certainly wasn't working. So anyway, sorry, I forgot about their vacation. How could I forget about a 5-week vacation? Oh yeah, I didn't forget about it. I remembered. And that's what I wanted to point out for you really quickly is why they didn't do it then is because they were doing who knows what. Honestly, I probably don't even want to know what they were doing. Anyway, this is what was going on, and this is the 2023 federal budget. So this is what they do every year. It's something that they should get done by October 1st every single year, but generally they don't. It gets delayed, and here we are, and this is what they're currently working on. So there's a bunch of different things within this bill. Basically what it comes down to is this much. Once they get this thing passed, or at least get the final draft of this thing, written up, and, well, they're pretty much already writing it up, but once they actually get a final draft on this thing and start voting on it, I feel like then we can talk about all the details that's in this. But as of right now, it's just like all the other bills and packages, piece of legislation that we've seen over the years here, which is we can talk about all kinds of different things, but at this point, it would just be speculation because unless it's in there and unless they vote on it and pass it, it's just, it's just talk at that point. So let's just wait until we get more of a final draft at this point, but they're kind of working through the final details, and here's what I would anticipate. They're probably going to vote and maybe fully pass this thing by probably late Thursday, probably Friday sometime. Why do I say that? Because just a few days ago on Friday, they also did pass, just by the way, this past Friday, they passed a 1-week continuing resolution. In other words, keeping the government funded for 1 more week. So they only have until the end of the day on Friday to get this done. Either they need to pass this thing fully or they need to pass another short-term bill. Otherwise, we're going to look at another government shutdown. The end of the day Friday. So basically right away Saturday morning is what it would come down to. So that's why I'm saying they're probably going to do this late Thursday or probably sometime in the afternoon on Friday, because that's generally what they do is they wait until the very last minute to get anything like this done. And again, I don't see why this time would be any different because this is what they do every single time. Anyway, this is what the $1.7 trillion encompasses. It is, the federal budget for 2023, and we'll see what they finally add into this thing. Again, I'm going to continue watching it closely here as I do get final details on this thing. Of course, if there's anything in there worth talking about, I'll bring it to your attention. Otherwise, if it's just the same old thing and there's nothing in it for us, honestly, I don't really see a whole lot of reason to talk about it, just because why? If there's nothing in it for us, do we really care that much? I mean, yeah, we should care a little bit because it's all taxpayer dollars that they're spending. But at the end of the day, we also want to pay attention to what's in it for us, right? We always want to know what is in there for us. And like I've said before in other videos, when we're talking about $1.7 trillion or $1.9 trillion, $2 trillion, there's always something. For the most part, there's always something in it for us. We just got to find what little crumbs in there we can find and how we can get it, right? So anyway, here for you in any way that I can be. I just want to bring you the information on this and to answer the questions that I've seen, which is, no, this is not a stimulus package. It is the federal budget. No, there is not a stimulus check included within it. However, there could possibly be the implementation of the child tax credit payments. Maybe, they've talked about it, but there would be some stipulations on that in the event that those are actually added into it. Anyway, I'll keep you posted as I do get more details. So again, subscribe down below if you haven't done so. There's a lot of other great videos coming out here. Again, this is just one more that I wanted to hit on really quickly. Other than that, there's a lot of new reports, new surveys, new information hitting the wire, new announcements, new bills, packages, proposals, amendments, and new information coming out. A lot of new information hitting the wire, and I'm breaking it down for you in these videos each and every day. So again, thanks so much for joining me. Please subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. Share the video with your friends, family, social media, and go back and check out any of the other thousands and thousands of videos here on the channel. Until next time, enjoy your day, have a good one, and I'll catch you again later in the next video.